Alright, so welcome back to the mod of Redemption. It's a brand new week. I hope you all had a great weekend. In today's video, we are cracking on with our little adventure. And the very first thing I want to do, well, it's actually the second thing I want to do. We are exploring caves. There is so much untapped potential in this world, and we are off to go and see it because we still don't have our basic accessories. And if you didn't know, we're taking things slow. It's a vibe. It's an atmosphere. But the very first thing I want to do is actually make a piece of armor. So in the last video, we ended up taking on the dancing skeletons. I can't remember the official name. Dancing skeletons seems appropriate. And we got a bunch of shards, a bunch of these ones here. So I've crafted those into the alloys, and we can now make common guard greaves. Bam. We are making them. Why? Well, two reasons. Number one, I really like the design. And number two, I really dislike the design of gold armor. So we can also make a helmet as well. So there's the helm and the bucket helm. One gives better melee damage. The other one gives better defense. I will make I'll make this one because we don't even have a melee weapon. How do we look? Do we look incredible? You can say it, you know? I'm not afraid of a good compliment. I think we look great. So this does have some lore attached. So we are gonna read because that's right. If you didn't know, I read books, okay? And I'm about to prove it. That's a lot of reading. Way more than a book. Bucket helm of the common guard unit of Anglin that were scavenged by skeletons. Originally shining steel, the metal has since dulled with time and coated with layers of dust. The common guard was founded when an overlord city was completely obliterated by a stray demon that sneaked through an unguarded portal to Demon Hollow. They now guard cities and landmarks of great importance despite being stronger than the average knight. They don't get involved in wars. Cool, very cool. Does armor need a backstory? I don't know, but we have it now. Now I just want to make it clear, right? I just want to get the rumors out the way. That reading segment there, that was an AI. That was my raw, untapped, natural ability at reading. And yeah, so before you get in the comments, all right, saying, oh, you know, AI's taken over. He didn't read it. No, listen. What is this? Oh, yeah, it's the, it's this. Don't worry about it. Sorry, don't make us evil. We've killed one of these before. It's fine. So there's that enemy. Sorry for forgetting already, but there's that enemy that we fought on the first video. In the first video, the nymph. That's it. I now know you can befriend the nymph. You need to make a staff or something like that. But yeah, hope you all had a great weekend. I actually did have a very good weekend. Courtney's brothers were round, as I mentioned in the last video. That was really cool. I didn't do a lot of reading. All right, maybe that part was a bit of a joke. Although I do read books. I have been reading, though, for real. I've been reading a book called The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. Last week, I read another one of her books. It was called The Secret History. Now, that was a banger of a book. Oh, my gosh. I love that book so much. If anybody's read The Secret History, please let me know. Because, you know, I've got nobody to talk about it with. But she's only written 3 books. So I was like, all right, this is my chance. I'll just read another book by her. I read about a third of it. It was great. It was called The Goldfinch. It's moving pretty slow. It's about a painting so far. Well, a good chunk of it's about a painting. And a young lad living in New York. He's got a deadbeat dad, all right? Listen, you didn't come here for a book review. You came here for pure Terraria, and I'm delivering, all right? But what else did I do? That's pretty much about it, to be fair. I used the weekend to relax. I feel like I needed it. I needed it a little bit. I feel very refreshed today, and that's how I feel like I needed it. Gym this morning, that was great. This week is going to be a very busy week for me. I have a lot going on. So, if you didn't catch the end of the Infernum series, I was talking about the fact that for a little while I had an office, right, that I rented. I no longer rent that, or I'm about to no longer rent that. I need to hand in the keys in about 5 days. that office is full to the brim with stuff. So this week, I need to go by and I need to empty it out and clean it up a little bit. Well, it doesn't need cleaning because it is immaculate. It actually is. I'm a very good tenant, for real. And I'm not even kidding. But it's full of stuff. So I've got to make sure that gets done this week. That is going to be so hard. It's going to be a right train wreck because this, I wasn't so forward thinking when I got this space. Parking nearby is the worst thing going, right? There's one parking spot which you're allowed to have for 30 minutes. 30 minutes and then you get a fine, right? But if you come back after a certain time, it's free. But the problem is, because people are off on nights out or just like off to like a restaurant or something, it gets taken really quick. And then if you come by really early in the morning, people are still there because you get it until like, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 8 in the morning, something like that. So it's going to be a bit of a pain, but you know, that's my week. I don't think I've got else on other than that. We are probably getting Terraria news this week. I think Red joked and said it would be February 29th, so yeah, I probably won't do a video on that day, at least here. So I didn't even realize we are maxed out with life. That happened really quick. Well, let's see what else we can find as we scoot about. I do need to head back home though and basically deposit some stuff. I need to sort out the chesting system. I don't know if I'll do it today. I'll probably do it tomorrow, but it needs to get sorted out because it's not looking great. I just didn't place down enough chests. I feel like if I had a lot more, it would be okay. So many people though have asked like, hey, why no magic storage? That's a little bit strange. I'm craving a little bit of vanilla with the sensation and experience of modded. Why is there 3 chests right here? What is this about? Also, I've just become a summoner. It's out of nowhere in the last video. And I'm committed to it. I really shouldn't be. Gosh, these really do hurt, don't they, when they're electrifying. Okay, so cloud in a bottle. Thank you very much. This one has flippers and some, like, you know, sandcastle. A little bit of the shark pet. The shark pet is the worst pet. Can we all agree on that? Is that an agreement in Terraria, just in general? It is, though, isn't it? I don't know. It's made for a very certain type of player, and I'm talking about people that are, like, 5. People that are too young to be playing Terraria are liking that pet. Okay, I'll take that. I feel really bad if that is your favorite pet, actually. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be so controversial. I didn't realize what's happening today. You know, I can't believe I'm coming out the gate with these strong opinions. You feel an evil presence watching you. So, the game does naturally want to give me the Eye of Cthulhu. I think considering we have so much health, but I don't really want to do it yet. So we do have this boss here called Urim. Oh, that's the priest from the first episode, right? I don't know if we should do this one. So I've become quite conflicted, you know, with the morality system in general. Not conflicted in a bad way, but conflicted in the sense of like, I don't know. How do I mean this? It's overwhelming because I'm like, well, I want to experience the mod, but I don't want to end up evil. But then I kind of committed to being like, well, if I want to experience the mod, I'll do it. Let me show you something real quick. So if we take this forbidden ritual and we place it here, a forbidden scroll used to summon great demon terrors to the land. These are risky things. Do not be tempted by it, lest you desire the path of sin. So that will send you down the path of sin. Maybe, I'll leave this for today. You lot can vote on it in the comments. How about that? Or if you have a strong case either or we should do it, or shouldn't do it, let me know. Because I'm curious what you lot think. I'll tell you how I'm leaning. I'm leaning towards we don't do it and we stay on the path of good. But I don't know. I guess I was like, how does it make you evil? And that's what I was thinking in the back of my head. But I guess killing a priest isn't quite good. Like, yeah, maybe that is evil. Maybe you shouldn't do that. So, yeah. We'll see where we land on that one. We'll see where we land. Oh, so I did do something exciting today. I ordered myself a new laptop. Yeah, I am such a big laptop enthusiast. I'm a big tech enthusiast in general. I kind of wish that I had a tech channel here on YouTube because it's something I could talk about like pretty non-stop. Other than Terraria, tech is my thing, right? If you ever go to a tech channel on YouTube, you'll see me in the comments because I'm always like, I'm just in that space all the time. Anyway, I'm very excited because if some of you may remember, I guess it's about 2 years ago now, I purchased a Razer laptop, and I was very excited about this laptop, all right? It's a very fancy product. I think it was my second Razer laptop, actually. The first one I had was perfect, but the second one was not so good. One morning, all right, 31 days after purchasing it, which is very important. If you know, you know, all right? I'll explain it. I was like making a cup of coffee. It was just after I'd got Atari, actually. I remember it so vividly. I just heard a bang, and then a puff of smoke, and then a burning smell. So my Razer laptop exploded from the charge port, just randomly, 31 days after purchasing. So it was ineligible for a refund or any kind of real support. So I ended up having to deal with Razer, who were like, oh, send it to us in Germany. So I sent it to them, which took 3 weeks to get there through whatever tracking they sent? It was something ridiculous. And then they spent 3 weeks, quote unquote, fixing it. They sent it back to me. It was still broken. And then I had to send it back to them. And then they sent me a replacement unit that was secondhand that somebody else had returned. And even getting that was extremely hard because they were like, oh, we don't have any replacement units. They don't exist anymore or whatever, right? They were like, oh, you can have this version, but it had the wrong keyboard. And I was like, no, I've bought this laptop with this keyboard. I do not want the wrong keyboard. It took forever. Anyway, I think it was something silly like I owned the laptop for 31 days and then Razer had it for like 5 months. That might be an exaggeration, but not by much, right? Anyway, ever since getting this laptop, so I've had the replacement for a while. The replacement's been fine. It's had a few issues, but it's been fine, right? I've wanted to get, like, shot of it ever since and replace it with something different because, you know, when you know that it has the potential to explode, but any tech product does, right? You don't want it. And obviously, if you may remember, I don't know how long ago this was, like 2 years ago, was it now? It was during the Calamity series before Infernum. My mum's house burned, like, down. Well, not down, but like 80% of the way, right? So I'm very funny about fires, technology fires, because that's what started it, right? Anyway, going into it, I bought a new laptop. I'm very excited. It arrives tomorrow, and hopefully it's decent. But oh yeah, this laptop is it's not from Razer. I will never buy a Razer laptop ever again. They scare the life out of me. Like, I've never had a tech product go bang before, and it was just. So it's put the fear into me. Put the fear into me. This one's by Asus. I've had an Asus laptop actually. It was good. It was good. Ooh, maybe it's time we do this. I think we might have put this off for too long now, and I'm fairly certain we could do with getting these steel bars. So the next boss, or a boss, the keeper, is summoned in with a wedding ring. I saw this just before I hit recording. But the wedding ring is made out of the steel alloys. So we do need them. And I think we are ready. Let me go do that. Let me quickly go up and dump some stuff away. Oh yeah, it's the Eye of Cthulhu. Oh gosh. Whatever will I do? So let's give this a go. I'm really excited about this. Okay, here they are. One has a hat, just like the one that was strung up. All right, we'll do a little bit of this, and we'll see what goes down. The good thing about these two is they seem to, like, hit once, and then just kind of back off for a little bit. Gosh, it's so weird to be doing something that once seemed, like, not impossible. Like, I knew we'd get stronger, but, like, this was our first little roadblock. Like, look at that. We were killed on the 22nd of February. Gosh, right. Well, there we go. We got some alloys for that. I'm going to mine this up in the middle. What I've come to realize, these tiles, very important. Very, very important. Very special tiles. Okay, we got that one. So let's see. No? Can't break it yet? Interesting. Is this maybe something we come back to? Someone remind me, because I will forget. Now, I don't know if this is a modded painting or it's actually in vanilla Terraria. I don't have the mod. What mod is this from? But this painting here is ace, isn't it? That is so cool. Sufficiently advanced by M user. I want to assume that that is modded. Why is that so good? That's actually ace. I just love it. It's a wizard with a gun, all right? How can you deny the quality of that? Okay? Right. If Donna Tartt's writing a new book and it's about a painting, all right? Forget the goldfinch, all right? Nah. You need this painting. So far, we've just found nothing but life crystals and nothing but cloud in a bottle. Like, I found no boots. This has been a terrible mining episode, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Ooh, okay. So I think we found another little chunk of the mod's, like, custom biome. I don't know what the biome's called. What was the dirt called again? Gathic. It's the Gathic biome. That's right. So this is kind of what I spoiled for myself. I was trying to talk about this in the last video, but I got a little bit off topic and I started talking about thumbnails. And even then, after my little speech about thumbnails, I still don't like the thumbnail of the last video. So I don't know where I went with that. I manifested something awful. Yeah, so I kind of spoiled that there's actually quite a few of these throughout the world. I thought there was just the one, and we passed through it because, you know, that little item that was pointing us in the direction was kind of pushing us that way. No, there's like multiple of these. I think that's really cool. They're like different sizes. I don't know what it's like in this world in particular. I have a thumbnail world, basically. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm always like, well, now my goal is to like fill in the background of the couch for anybody that's new. Essentially, every time I make a Let's Play, I make a second world called the thumbnail world. And there I'll build all of the like fake sets that I use for thumbnails because, yeah, you want your thumbnails to be as dramatic as possible. At least when you're, you know, you've made over 2,000 videos at this point, which is like what I've done. So yeah. And then I use mods on that world to summon in the items and stuff like that to make the thumbnail look good. Basically, the reason why I do it that way is because you don't necessarily... Well, this is me. I don't want to be on my character without filming very much in case anything good happens or anything random. Like, for example, we got attacked by that little blobble of slimes or whatever in the last video. What if I missed that and I didn't get to film it? It would have been good because it's cool, right? That's why I do it that way. Anyway, enough peeking behind the curtain. What's this then? So this is a little house. We got a little chest. Cool. I wonder if it's going to be similar items though. So we get the rope hook affected by gravity. Ooh, all right. I've not played too many mods that have gravity affected hooks. I think the first one that comes to mind is oh, this is just dirt. Is overhaul. Try overhaul. So this is pretty neat. We have ended up in the desert biome, something which I overlook quite often. But yeah, I'm glad to be here. Got the storm spear. I really like this weapon. I do. I'm not going to use it because I want to try and be as modded as possible. He says with a slime staff, but I want to be as modded as possible. But it is such a great weapon. And it looks so visually interesting. That's why, when I did the spoiler for the new Eater of Worlds track, I was like, oh, I have to use this weapon. This weapon looks flash. It's the little bolt of lightning, look. Like, how good does that look? It just looks sick for a vanilla weapon. Ooh, empty crux card. A container for friendly spirits to aid you. Find willing spirits and request their crux to imbue into the card. Those who peek into the realm of fulfillment are bound to find friends. Cool. All right. Something a little bit different. Yeah, I stumbled across another one of these. I'm doing a lot more jump cutting today, but it's because I have to keep going back up, depositing all my random stuff, and then coming back down. And I'm just like, well, there's only so many times we can yap on about that. I want to get back to the desert. I want to get back to there. I feel like this is the chance to get some better boots. But even now, I'm like, oh, I've got too much stuff. Look, I can't hold it all. Terraria, please. All right. Oh, what is this? No way. Is this part of the laboratory? Has it spawned really high? Or is this a different structure? Look at this, though. This looks so cool. Can I break a piece? No. So clearly this is for something later on. I wonder where the entrance is. Do I do this now? I assume I don't do this now. I assume this is for later on. Like I say, if I can't mine that, I assume it. But then again, Is that maybe just because it's part of a structure that it doesn't want you to mine? James, please stop mining this. What are you doing? Let's have a little look. Let's see it from the side. Oh, it is exciting. I'm going to leave this. I think I could very easily get sidetracked trying to get inside. I don't think we do this yet. I think this is something for later. But what is it? Was this in the mod last time I played? Because honestly, I do not remember. So yeah, we found the snow biome. I'm going to dive in. And we're just going to try and work on getting boots. That's all I want. I just want some boots. Please. Terraria, what are you doing? Just give me boots. Hey, look at that. Let's go. All right, I'll take some ice skates. That's pretty sick. First thing to find, did you walk in the ice biome? Yeah, awesome. All right. This makes me very optimistic. I do feel like we're going to get boots pretty quickly now. That's it. That was a good omen. Unless that was the only boots around. And that's me, without a soul to my feet. No, it'll be fine. Let's not think that way. Let's be positive. That... No? Okay, right. I was about to say, that looks like a custom texture, but it's not. It's just that, you know, this has spawned a little interesting compared to normal. Gosh, these jellyfish. Oh yeah, okay. So it was something custom. I didn't realize. I apologize. I may have broke a portion of it. Wow, this is cool, though. Got cogs, got little pipes. Pretty sick. Mistfall uses 8 mana. Lowers the air pressure temperature at cursor point, slowing enemies caught in the mist. Wow. Look at me go. Oh, we got some more elderwood. This is great. I've been needing some of this. We also got some arch cloth. Did we already get a little bit of this? I think we might have done. Because it does seem familiar. Unless I've seen it while making a thumbnail. That's right. Do you know what? I am going to wrap it up for today, actually. I feel like I am, you know, I don't want to brush over this stuff. Because this seems cool. So maybe tomorrow we'll be focused on the ice biome. Yeah, I don't want to rush it. I feel like I'm really enjoying the pace. So let's have a little look at this arch cloth then. Just want to quickly check. I was looking up the staff. Look, it needs more elderwood. I also need some lost souls, which I don't have. So, you know, it's coming up. Oh, okay. So it just makes donator vanity sets. Cool. A music box as well. Well, this could be cool. That looks really sick. Coat cape. You need 3 of them. Do I have one already? No. How come I know this? I must have seen it in the thumbnail world. That does look sick though. It looks like V's jacket out of Cyberpunk, but purple. Do you know what I mean? Right, real quick, let's test this weapon as well. Ooh. Okay, seems pretty fancy. So I'm assuming you, like, slow an enemy down and then bop them. You know what I mean? Sorry, buddy, but that's how it goes. Right, so that is going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comment section down below. What did you do this weekend? What have you been up to? Okay, right, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.